Hello and welcome to another update video. In this video I want to talk about Tezos. Haven't looked at Tezos for a while, but actually it's a good time to look at it now because I think it is potentially a good time to consider a entry into the market, looking at what other cryptos have done, again, that have followed the same pattern. As you know, we are covering various cryptos here on this channel, and we've been talking about various cryptos which have been running alongside such an ascending trend line and that have followed a very similar pattern. One of them is, for example, AVAX. Now, AVAX has broken out very recently and moved up from here. There are a few other ones as well. They've all done the same thing again, and I want to let you know that Tezos might do the same in the very near future. And again, when it's doing that, a lot of people will try to jump in, and then we might already have missed the first 10 or 20% of the price move. So I want to make you aware of it before it happens so that you can be aware of it. And let's take a look at what Tezos is actually doing. We have an ascending trend line here, and if you're wondering why we have these, it's a bit of a messy trend line because you have these two candles or various candles going through the trend line, but I do that because I still believe that is the valid trend line because we are still above the 50-day moving average. So I align it here. We haven't dropped below the trend line because if I was to move it away from this so that it looks like that, it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't make sense. So this makes much more sense also because of the 50 moving average providing support there. But yeah, I mean, we've been adhering to this trend line since the 21st of July. Whoops. Very similar to some other cryptocurrencies. We're above the 50 and the 200-day moving average now. We are not above the 20-day moving average. We've had a golden cross here on the 13th of September. And I think as soon as we get above the 20-day moving average, we are going to go up pretty much like various other cryptos have done it today. One example, as I said, is AVAX. Now, where are we here? I think we need to get above certain things here. So certain levels. We have, I think when we start to go up, we need to get above the $7 level. I think the $7 level will be a breakout point for us. That is pretty much, I mean, there's also here 687, yeah, 690, but I think $7 will be like the confirmation. If we break above that previous high here, then I think we're going to go up from here. So next levels then after that, you've got here the 730. So it's pretty much all the highs here that will provide some resistance, I believe. But here you've got a range even. I mean, you've got these candles here. You see it's a bit messy. You've got various candles here, support, resistance. So these are the two key levels, I think, to start with. After that, you look at 765 or 763, something here. And then we'll have the pretty much 830 level up here, a bit higher than 828. That's pretty much 830, somewhere here. And then, yeah, I mean, then we're already talking about very, very nice price increase, you know. I think we can then also at some point look potentially at a new all-time high in another move to the upside, potentially. You know, it looks here a little bit like a, Head and Shoulders, but that is, I think Harmony 1 did the same. Was it Harmony 1 or was it AVAX? But both of them broke to the upside. So that might not be here a valid or a relevant Head and Shoulders. It's still worth having a look at it and making sure, you know, we don't miss it. But yeah, I mean, other cryptos haven't really, this particular Head and Shoulders, which other cryptos have done as well, they have broken out from here to the upside actually. So yeah, I wouldn't be too bothered about that, given also the fact that we have broken out of this triangle here to the upside. Yeah. Basically, which is that descending trend line here from that overextension away from that ascending trend line down here, moved away from it, retracement, and that is normal. And why is that normal? So we take a look at the Fibonacci levels. If we take a Fib tool here from the low back there in July before that uptrend started to the recent high, what we can see is that we perfectly had support, perfect support at that Fibonacci retracement level, which is at 643, which is the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level. It's one of the higher ones. So as we find support here, it's more likely to go to the upside. You know, had we all come down all the way here to the 0.618 at 476, which would also be the 200-day moving average, it would have been a lot more difficult to move again to the upside. But here, if you retrace back to a higher level, no problem at all. So then I think we're going to work our way up here. Alongside 763 is also one of the Fibonacci extension levels. And after that, we've got the all-time high. After that, we can look at $11, $13.50, and $16.24, and even $20. These are like the next extension levels. It doesn't mean that we need to reach them all, but these are definitely the levels after a all-time high move where we can get some significant retracements or resistance. But it's looking good at the moment. I mean, as I said, I want to make you aware before breakouts happen. And again, it's not guaranteed that this will happen because it is lagging a little bit behind, for example, behind AVAX. And, it's never guaranteed to break to the upside anyway. But for example, if Bitcoin now did a massive drop, I'm sure it wouldn't break to the upside. I'm pretty sure. But if Bitcoin holds sort of at the level where it is at the moment, I think the likelihood that we come up from here and can make some nice gains like AVAX did, I think 10-20% now in a very short period of time, is possible. So yeah, I just want to make you aware of that. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.